to learn chess and this is the video for you. Please share this video because the people can learn from this video and enjoy playing a great game of chess. Let us start the video now. Remember, to play chess you need to place a chessboard like in such a way that your right hand side should be of white square and opposite repeats the same. So now let us see how to set up a chessboard. The second row of each side is filled with pawns. Then the rooks in the corners. The knight is next to the rook, followed by the bishops next to the knight, and the white queen on the white square and black queen on the black square. And the remaining space is for the king, and all pieces are placed in such a way that both are facing each other. King is facing the king and queen is facing the queen. So now let us see how to move the pieces. Let us start with the rook. The rook moves just like a plus pattern. The rook moves to any number of squares which I have highlighted in the red. Rook captures the enemy piece and occupies the squares of it. The bishop moves just like a X pattern. Bishop moves to any number of squares which I have highlighted in the red, and it captures the enemy piece and occupies the squares of it. The queen is considered the most important piece in chess and a strongest piece because it moves like a rook as well as the bishop. And the queen moves to any number of squares which I have highlighted in red, and it captures the enemy piece and occupies the squares of it. And now the knight. Knight moves like L-shaped manner, like this which I have shown you in the arrow marks. 1, 2 and 3, and it moves to any number of squares in L-shaped manner, and it occupies the squares of the enemy piece which it captures. The king is the most precious and important piece in chess. If you lose the king and you lose the game. King moves in all 8 directions but only a single step, and it captures the enemy piece and occupies the space of it. And now the pawns. Pawn moves in one direction and captures in a different direction. Pawn moves one step forward towards the opposite side of the board. But if it is their first move, it can move one step forward like this or a 2 step forward like this. After their first move, pawn can only move one step forward. If pawn moves like 2 steps forward and this also plays a 2 step forward and the black pawn makes 2 steps forward, then it cannot capture, the white cannot capture the black pawn. Like earlier I told you, pawn captures in a different direction, like a diagonal wise. Now if a pawn moves like this, then white can capture the black pawn, and the pawn does not go backwards. But what happens if a white pawn reaches the last rank and black pawn reaches this rank? Well, pawn reaches the back rank, then it means a pawn promotion. Like you can take queen, knight, rook or the bishop, just like this. Well, there is another rule in pawns, but not any pieces. If now black plays pawn to e5, avoiding the capture of pawns, then white can do en passant by capturing the pawn. But you need to do of your next turn itself. But if you neglect that and play like this, and black play something like this, and you cannot capture the pawn now. You need to do of your next turn itself. So now let us see what is check and how to avoid a check. If opponent piece attacks the king that is called check. So now the white has three options mainly: to go away from the check, or block the check, or capture the attacking piece of the opponent. These are the mainly three options to avoid the check. So let us go ahead. Now let us see what is checkmate. So now if white announce the check to the black king, then if black has no legal moves to play to avoid the check, then it is called checkmate. Nor you can capture the queen, or you cannot block with any piece like queen or the knight or any other piece, nor you can capture the piece, nor you can block, and nor you can go away from the check. So this is called a checkmate. There is also a special move in chess, that is castling, which involves king and a rook. It's the only time you can move two of your pieces in one turn. The king moves 2 steps to the rook, and rook is placed another side of the king. So this is called a kingside castle. Now let us see what is queenside castle. Queenside castle means king moves 2 steps to the left and rook moves next to the king on the other side. This is called a queenside castle. There is a couple of conditions to castle. It must be the king's first move and the rook first move, and there must be no pieces between the king and the rook while castling. However, there are two more conditions. Well, the black rook is on the square and it is a check to the white king. So now we cannot castle. Well, but now the rook is here and now we also cannot castle because the rook is controlling this square. Well, you cannot castle in check and you cannot castle in through check as well. So now let us talk about how the game can be drawn and how the game is drawn. Well, the game can be drawn by a threefold repetition, which means exact same position is repeated 3 times during the game. Well, let me show you an example. This is the exact position of this. If bishop moves here, then bishop goes here, and bishop comes here, then bishop also comes here, and it is the first instance of the position. And again white moves and black moves, and again white comes back and black goes back, and this is the second instance of the position. And if white comes here, then black goes back, and white comes back and black comes here, then this is the third instance of the position, and the game is ended in a draw. Now let us talk about the 50 move rule. This is the position is neither side is likely to win, and the draw is usually agreed upon. However, the game continues, the game still ended in a draw as well. Sorry, the pieces were misplaced though. Let us talk about the game now. Sorry, let us talk about the position. If a position like moves ahead, then it is ended in a draw after a 50 moves. The position can be drawn by a single knight or a single bishop. The position can be drawn by a 2 lone kings as well. Now the game can be drawn by a stalemate either. Like if white to play, the white cannot place pawn nor the king because it has no legal moves. The queen is covering all 3 squares and the pawn is stuck here. And these were the rules of chess and some basics of chess. Let me meet you in another video. Till then, take care and bye bye, and please comment below how the video was.